Just a quick history. My very first call was on one of those great big brick phones that we thought were cool, and it was analog and scratching. You could do one thing, you could make a phone call. And when I think about all the change and transformation we've seen in the industry, what has been so interesting over the last 6 months is how rapidly we've scaled the acceleration even faster. And we've had to do so on behalf of really 4 stakeholders as we've faced the crisis of COVID. We've had to say, how do we show up first and foremost to keep our employees safe? How do we then really react and respond and meet the needs of our customers? The core connectivity that we offer for our customers is so essential to how they operate their businesses, both in a normal environment and particularly in a COVID environment. And then how do we show up on behalf of our shareholders and at the same time also show up on behalf of really society at large? And so our reaction response over the last 6 months and reimagining the future has really entailed how do we think about those 4 key stakeholders: employees, customers, shareholders, and society at large. I think leadership is such an important element of how we show up as on behalf of businesses to really serve our 4 stakeholders. And it's something that I personally have had a lot of passion for. I believe that leaders have a responsibility to provide direction for the team and then provide the tools and the resources and the information that they need to be successful, and then get out of the way and let them go towards the mission. You know, at Verizon, we have a well-defined mission that says we create the networks that move the world forward. And yet underneath that has been the subtending strategies for each one of our business units so that we're clear on what our mission is and how we define what success looks like. And then you really lean into how do we engage as a team from a hands standpoint. You know, this concept of teamwork enables us to serve customers faster and better. We believe that we all show up as a collective team and we're stronger together when we do that. And we show up with the mission of serving customers. So using our teamwork enablement to really reach to our left and reach to our right on behalf of those 4 shareholders has been so important. And then the heart one for me has become more important during this crisis than ever before. And I believe my job as a leader is to create the environment that allows people resiliency and hope and the belief that we will get through this. That's a big question as we think about kind of the uncertainty of the future that we're all facing. I think about how grateful I feel to be a leader at Verizon. And as the fog begins to lift, I think it's important for all of us as leaders to say, how do we begin to reimagine what the future looks like? There will be new models that are introduced as a result of what we've been through with this crisis. I'll use 2 that I think are so important. One is in healthcare. We'll never go to a doctor's office sick again, because we'll learn to use telemedicine in a radically different way. I think the same thing is true of education. So I think as leaders, as we face some of the challenges and the uncertainty that we're dealing with, be present in the moment, demonstrate compassion and kindness, be clear in the goals, and then realize that we're going to have a chance to reimagine and redefine what success looks like. I think now is the time to lean in on those opportunities and really leave lasting change as a result of this for the good.